So let's talk a little bit more about some of the guys that you think have been late risers that might be on the Browns' radar. Jaelan Phillips, another guy, edge rusher from Miami. That's another guy that has been impressive.
Oh yeah, he had a phenomenal workout. This is a guy. He left UCLA after a couple of good seasons there. Had some questions about his health. He technically medically retired for concussion issues, but since he got to Miami, he's done nothing but stay on the field, stay healthy. He hasn't missed a practice, according to his coaches there. That's a very good sign. This is a very talented, long, uh, diversely skilled edge rusher. Very talented player that certainly needs to be in the conversation at 26. Obviously, the medical situation is something that Andrew Berry and the Browns doctors are going to have to look at and make sure that they're comfortable with. But the guy that was at Miami is a first-round talent, no question about it. And I think more and more people are starting to see him in that light. And there's, I don't want to say that they're ignoring the concussion issues, but they're thinking this guy's played 2 seasons without any real issues. Hopefully, it's behind him, and hopefully that everything going forward is nothing but going and getting the quarterback, because he does that very well.
Another guy that is tied to the Browns pretty much as it's gone on in the process. Davis, the linebacker from Kentucky, seems to be tied there. What do you see with him? What type of player is he?
Oh man, his ability and what he did in 2020 on film. He has every bit as good a film at 2020 at Kentucky as what Micah Parsons, who's going to go in the top 10, top 15, did at Penn State in 2019. And he happens to be a superior athlete at a higher weight and bigger size. His pro day was just absolutely phenomenal. Has speed, has acceleration, has explosiveness. There's twitch. If you watch his game, it's easy to see too. He's not the most polished guy in coverage, but he's really opportunistic about it. He's very smart about taking shots. Very good run defender. Can get off blocks, can read blocks, can swarm to the ball. He's a guy who will take on a block, get off of it, and go and make the tackle in chase down mode. There's plenty of video of him doing that at Kentucky. There's a little bit of concern that he only did it for 1 year, sort of an athletic late bloomer, but my goodness, he blossomed into something that was absolutely beautiful to watch for the Wildcats, and he would be very nice in Cleveland. This is a guy that was generally projected as a third or a fourth round player. Now you're seeing him off the board by the time the Browns even pick at 26. So it's hard to gauge exactly where Jamin Davis is yet, but no doubt he's one of the big winners of this offseason.
And last guy we'll talk about, an offensive tackle, Spencer Brown from Northern Iowa. What do you see with him?
Oh boy, he's easy to see because he's 6'8" and 320 pounds. Very long arms. I think they're 36 and change. Looks like a power forward in basketball, and kind of plays the position that way. He uses his hips. He uses his length very well to box out, to keep defenders from getting around the outside. He's a long trip around the edge. He's been working with former Bengals star. Nothing but appreciation for Andrew Whitworth. I know we're Cleveland, but you got to tip your hat when the other guys have somebody that's really good. Andrew Whitworth was one of the best for a long time in Cincinnati. He's personally working with him and teaching him how to be a tall guy to block. This is a guy you want to watch. He's probably still in the third, fourth round range. This is a guy who's going to be starting in the NFL before too long, if he puts it all together. And he's got a great teacher, has a lot of great physical skills, incredible athlete for being 6'8". No balance issues, no lunging issues, very polished mover. This is a guy that I really like coming out of Northern Iowa, which has produced some guys that have proven they can stick in the NFL before. We had a couple of guys in Cleveland that way a couple of years back who showed well for the program. This is a guy that I really like as a middle round pick. Browns don't necessarily need offensive tackle help, certainly not right away anyways, but if they're looking for a guy to stash for a year and he's there, it wouldn't hurt to add more talent there, that's for sure.
Yeah, without question. Never have enough offensive linemen.